America has weathered disasters before, but today the confluence of national and international crises has created a perfect storm of fear and unrest. Financial devastation, social and cultural upheaval, a decade of war, homegrown terrorism, environmental disruption. The range, magnitude, and complexity of these problems is unprecedented. The tangible impact on our lives is enormous, but so is the toll on our national psyche. For generations, the American dream has been within reach for most citizens. Not everyone would grab the brass ring, but we all had a shot. With hard work, perseverance, and just a bit of luck, most people could join the middle class, buy a home, educate their kids, and expect a modicum of security as they aged. That promise has been fading for quite some time. But as a nation, we are wonderfully, stubbornly optimistic and have kept the faith. Suddenly it vanished, and millions of people want to know why. Why, through no fault of their own, are they out on the street or out of a job, while U.S. corporate profits reach their highest level since 1988? Why are the kids failing in school? Why is the nation drowning in debt? Who is to blame and what must be done? Today, Americans view the future with trepidation, not anticipation. People want explanations and they want solutions. Now. But beware. Fearful times can produce fearsome responses. In moments of crisis, people act in predictable ways. We gather with people we trust, with those who share our beliefs. External threats unify the American tribe as we rally together beneath our flag. But internal threats tend to weaken this bond. Then we seek out our kind and define the enemy as other Americans who don't fit within our chosen circle. Depending on the crisis, this can exacerbate religious, racial, social, and political differences, and strain the very fabric of our nation. Any student of history, not to mention most news pundits and politicians, knows how to capitalize on these tendencies. Divide and conquer is an ancient and effective tactic, and fear of the others, domestic or foreign, will always provoke a worried population. Political candidates routinely trumpet or exaggerate threats from the opposition to rally constituents, win elections, and grab or consolidate power. This convenient short-term strategy can spiral out of control, providing legitimacy for a host of radical positions and the people who advocate them. Suddenly, what was fringe is deemed mainstream. History demonstrates that if people are fearful enough, civil liberties and the rule of law, even a constitutional government, can be coaxed from a gullible and frightened electorate without firing a shot. We are facing such a moment. The tiny birther movement that first questioned President Obama's citizenship in 2008 was encouraged by Republican leaders with a wink and a nod. By early 2011, former Republican governor and Fox News host Mike Huckabee was delivering as fact a fabricated tale of Obama's Kenyan upbringing, Mau Mau philosophy, Muslim religion, and anti-American intentions. Presidential hopeful Newt Gingrich said Obama's political views could be understood only if you understand Kenyan anti-colonial behavior. He declared that the president's administration heads up a secular socialist machine that represents as great a threat to America as Nazi Germany or the Soviet Union. Essentially, these and other so-called mainstream conservative figures are saying that we have a Manchurian candidate in the White House who, along with his party and political supporters, is plotting to destroy the country. They equivocate when pressed, but the message is clear. Real Americans must stop this subversive takeover by any means necessary. Nevada senatorial candidate Sharon Angle suggested that if conservatives lost at the ballot box in 2010, Second Amendment remedies might be needed to save the country. Congresswoman and current presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann said she wanted her constituents armed and dangerous during the 2009 fight over an energy tax, and has called for national hearings to investigate the patriotism of her Democrat colleagues. In January 2011, Arizona Representative Gabrielle Giffords was stalked and seriously wounded by a gunman while attending a local gathering.